Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys everything I eat in a day, but this is going to be a budget-friendly edition. Plus, I'm going to give you guys some of my personal tips that I use to help you guys make cheap food that is still not only healthy, but also delicious. I'm partnering with Thrive Market for this video, which for those of you who do not know is an online store that's sort of a mix between Costco and Whole Foods. So they have a lot of healthier food options, but it's at a lower, more affordable price. And this is super exciting for you guys because Thrive Market is offering all of my US viewers a free 30-day membership to Thrive Market plus a free gift of this almond butter, which I'm actually going to be using in some of my meals today. So to get that awesome deal and this free gift, all you have to do is click the link in the description of this video. So let's just get right into it. So it's a Sunday, I'm feeling kind of lazy. I wanted to have a cozy breakfast, so I'm here in my bed and I made myself some apple pie oatmeal for breakfast. So this will be the first thing that I ate this morning, but technically I did start my day out with a cup of chai tea because I'm feeling the fall and winter vibes. But anyways, to make this, I just started out with one apple and I cut it in half and diced half of the apple pretty small, and then I grated half of the other apple. Then to make our actual oatmeal in a medium-sized pot, I added 1 cup of oats, a tablespoon of flax seed, half of a teaspoon of cinnamon, that half of the grated apple, as well as 2.5 cups of water and a dash of vanilla extract. And I just put that on the stove and cooked it over medium heat until it was the desired thickness that I wanted. And then I put that other half of the diced apple into a small bowl with another 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I stirred that all together and put it in a smaller pot and cooked that on the stove too, with the lid on a lower heat, just to steam the apples a bit and get them nice and soft. Then when the oatmeal was ready, I just topped it with some pomegranate seeds to start. Then I added the cooked apples, a little bit more of the pomegranate seeds, and a spoonful of the almond butter that I got from Thrive Market. And here is the final product. This is like fall in a bowl, and I am super, super excited to eat this. So with this breakfast, I actually have 2 tips for you guys. My first tip is to use your pantry. I never really have a concrete plan of what I'm going to eat for breakfast usually, besides that it's going to involve oatmeal. And a lot of people think oatmeal can be boring, but you have to get creative with it. So like this morning, I decided to make apple and cinnamon oatmeal. Maybe tomorrow I'll make chocolate oatmeal, and the next day I will make banana, I don't know, oatmeal, something with bananas. But either way, you have to see oats, which are the cheap staple, just as a vessel, and just use whatever spices and fresh fruits or frozen fruits you have in your pantry in order to make it a little bit different every day and still keep it interesting. Tip number 2 is to shop seasonally. I've talked about this in a recent video, but obviously I wouldn't be eating oats with apples and pomegranates in the middle of the summer when they are way, way, way more expensive. Definitely look at the produce that's the cheapest in your grocery store and you can buy that. And it's also fun because your flavors of your oats will slightly change through the seasons, and when it's summer again, I'll get excited to add like raspberries and banana to my oatmeal. Okay, I have talked long enough and I am pretty hungry. I'm going to finish this breakfast, get ready for the day, and I will check in with you guys around lunchtime. So it's lunchtime, but I'm feeling really lazy. So I'm just going to make a type of salad bowl out of all of these things that I have left in my fridge. We got some salad greens, which are pretty essential to a salad. And then the rest of the stuff I cooked earlier in the week. I have a little bit of black beans. And I also have some leftover roasted vegetables. I actually made this 2 or 3 days ago. It is butternut squash, cauliflower, and a Brussels sprout. Oh. So all I did for these was I coated them in a little bit of chipotle powder and Dijon mustard actually, and then I roasted them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes until they were nice and crispy. And I'm going to cut up some Kalamata olives because I'm feeling like adding something a little bit more salty. And then I have some leftover pomegranate seeds that I didn't finish with my breakfast, and then I'm going to be making my favorite type of dressing, which is super basic and super cheap as well. I just sprinkle some nutritional yeast on top of my salad, and then I add a splash of apple cider vinegar. Well, that was pretty easy. And this lunch correlates with tip number 3 for bargain mealing. Is that a word? Anyways, it would be to buy your food in bulk. When you buy things in larger quantities, you can cook larger quantities of food, and in the long run, it is cheaper and you have more meals for later, which comes out to be particularly advantageous when you're feeling lazy like me and just want to throw a meal together. If you already have it ready in your fridge, you can do exactly that. Also, this kind of ties into shopping seasonally, considering I am using a lot of seasonal vegetables, but we already talked about that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat my lunch, and I will check in with you guys around dinner time. Okay. Go back up. Tonight I'm having potatoes for dinner. Oh, but before I forget, I also had not 1, but 2 apples as a snack this afternoon because honestly, I just love apples. And I will quickly tell you all how I made them. Wash your potatoes, chop your potatoes, put them in a bowl, add your spices. Today we're making curry fries, so I used curry powder. Then you just place them on a nonstick mat or parchment paper and bake them in the oven at 420 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. And in the meantime, I decided to make an almond butter dipping sauce. So first I plopped 1 tablespoon of the Justin's almond butter that I got from Thrive Market into a bowl. Then I chopped up a nub of fresh ginger. I do like a lot of fresh ginger, so I probably used around a teaspoon, but you might want to start with half of a teaspoon and see what works for you. You could also use dry ginger if you don't have fresh ginger. I also finally chopped up 3 basil leaves because I have a basil plant and was feeling fancy and wanted to add some extra zest. Then you're going to put the ginger and the basil into the bowl with the almond butter and add 1 teaspoon of liquid aminos or soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Next, I added around 3 tablespoons of water because I wanted a runnier sauce, but you probably only want to use 1 to 2 if you want your sauce to be thicker. Then I started to stir this mixture and realized I forgot to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder and a dash of cayenne for a little more flavor. Then I began to stir this again, but realized resistance was futile and just blended the sauce in my single serve blender instead. Then I just waited for the fries to be done and I put everything together on my fancy cutting board that doubles as a plate. And I also am going to be eating this bowl of lettuce with my fries because, you know, just vegan things. But yeah, I'll do a taste test for you guys. This is my first time trying like an almond butter dipping sauce, but I think this is gonna be good. Ooh, and that reminds me, because I love potatoes so much, they're actually my 4th money saving tip. But just in general, starches like potatoes, like oatmeal I had for breakfast, like beans and rice, they're the cheapest things you're going to find at the grocery store. Being vegan does not have to be expensive. You don't have to buy that fancy $12 thing of cheese. You can just eat potatoes and oatmeal and whatever else I ate today, and you'll still be perfectly happy and perfectly healthy. So I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my dinner for the evening, and I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, and we're going to go back in time to earlier in the afternoon when I filmed the outro for this video because I knew the sun was going to set before I finished my dinner. Doesn't this computer lighting make me look so great? Alright friends, that is everything that I ate on this day, but I do have one 5th and final tip for you all, and that would be to join Thrive Market for at least the free 30-day trial that I'm offering you. Thrive Market's mission is to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone, and I honestly am a huge fan of the website and actually joined it myself a few months ago. I aim to spend only around $30 per week on groceries for myself, and one of the reasons I am able to do this is because I really only buy fresh produce at the grocery store, but I buy all of my non-perishable staples online at a cheaper price. Thrive Market is absolutely perfect for this, and I love the range of organic products that they have as well. And as an added bonus or for extra karma points for every paid membership, Thrive Market donates a membership to a veteran, teacher, or someone else in need who wouldn't normally be able to afford to do so. I think that is really awesome, and I do really admire that about their business model, so I really hope you guys check them out and see what awesome deals they have for you. And other than that, I don't really have too much to say. If you have any future video suggestions, definitely let me know. know in the comments below. And thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already and to give this video a thumbs up. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!